Relationships today genuinely piss me off by just Denzel. They do it.
Relationships nowadays honestly piss me off to the maximum, and
I see, man. You look like you been crying, bruh. Is you good?
I see why a lot of people want to stay single because how could you not? Like, look at what's seriously going on in the world. And you may be going in the comments and typing, "Oh, what's happening with everybody else isn't happening everywhere." Listen, I had the same opinion as you once. It's happening everywhere. It's happening.
I think every man. I don't know what this could be, where he could be going with this yet, but it just makes me think. I feel like every man goes through like the same canon events where like you see things a certain way and you just so happy go lucky, and you are brought to a very rude awakening of how reality in the world actually is.
Everywhere, man. It's just like I don't know what it is, but everybody is trying to be the same. They're not thinking for themselves anymore.
It's social media.
They're letting social
Look,
media run their opinions on, people. Like,
exactly. People lack like the ability to think for themselves nowadays. I think it's great to use social media like it's a tool. I think it's great to use social media to learn what's going on in the world, the economy, stuff like that. But I think people won't. It's a lot of people that won't take what they're listening to, take what they're watching, and really let it process it themselves and come to a decision on how they feel about it instead of just going off of what the other person says or the influencer, right?
listen, y'all know how y'all see a video of somebody getting cheated on, and then all of a sudden your partner get mad at you, or they think you doing something behind their back because they saw that video. It's like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
That's wild.
Like, y'all gotta wake up for real. Y'all have to wake up.
Gotta separate social media from reality. Got to. It can blend at in some instances, but that line gotta be drawn because there is so much content out there that's scripted. There is so much content out there that's fake, and it will have you thinking that this is really how some people are. And yeah, it might be how some people are, but one that can be like the 1%, that could be the outliers that really stands out and doesn't actually set a tone for what reality is for the average person. And then two, a lot of that stuff is like legitimately scripted.
Relationships do not even last 3 months anymore. If you know somebody whose relationship lasted more than 3 months, they need to be handed an award. They need to be celebrated. All right? Their
I
name
wouldn't
needs
go
to
that
be
far.
in gold because
Really and truly, if you can't last 3 months, then I think you should take a look in the mirror, right? Do a self dive on why can't these relationships last 3 months? Why is everybody that I choose? How come we can't figure things out in as little as 3 months? I can see 1 year, I can see 2 years, 3 months. I feel like if none of your relationships are lasting 3 months, you are rushing into things. You don't know the person that you're dating. A lot of it is like you got to take accountability for who are you choosing and how are you showing up. Because if none of your relationships make it past 3 months, there is a problem there. I don't think that's the average person's experience.
yo, it's just non-existent anymore. The max a relationship is lasting now is 1 week.
A 1 week relationship is wild. That's not even a real relationship. Me personally, if I did something for 1 week, I wouldn't even consider that to be a relationship. Look, we talked. That's it. We talked.
If you make it to a month, congrats. It's just getting that bad.
If you can't make it a month in a relationship, again, take some accountability there. Who are you choosing? How are you showing up? Biggest thing is who are you choosing?
Like sometimes I really just want to go back in time and see how things was back in the day because it seemed like love was a lot more real and strong back then.
You know why I think it was though? I mean, I can only speculate here. I didn't grow up in like the 1990s. I was born in 1997, but I think a few different reasons. We didn't have social media. We didn't have dating apps. Dating apps gives a lot of people the illusion of choices, options that they may not necessarily have. Um, so I think that can go. That plays a very big factor. And two, like you didn't meet as many people back in the day as you would now. I would imagine, Because back in the day, you were limited to who's around you and who ends up being at the places that you go to. Whereas now, I mean, you have the world in your hands. You could talk to somebody in Canada while you're in the US.
Like now, it's just bad. Like, yo, let me tell y'all something. You could, for me, I'm gonna speak from a guy's perspective. Okay, you could, a girl could see you and like how you act, like your personality, like how you look, all of that. But if you got 200 followers on Instagram, she's immediately uninterested.
That's another thing I haven't really experienced, to be honest. Granted, my Instagram isn't to that degree, but my Twitter is. I have a couple different social platforms that's such a small following amount. I don't really think, I don't know, that might be his experience. I haven't experienced that. I don't know if that's the average person's experience. I think most times than not, you will see, like, if it's a really attractive woman, you will see her with a large following on Instagram, TikTok, whatever the case would be. And then her man, her boyfriend, if he's not active on social media, you'll see him with that 200 followers. You'll usually see that very large difference in numbers. Uh, at least from my experience.
What the fuck happened? What is going on? No, seriously. Like, what is happening? You liked everything about him. And this goes for the ladies too, right? This goes for the ladies too. A boy can like everything about you, but then you got a low follower count, and all of a sudden they don't like you no more.
If that's what's happening with the people that you're talking to, and I'm not speaking to this guy, okay? He could just be talking from like an objective point of view, to his, the best that he can. But if that's what's happening, then you got to look at like the woman that you're courting and trying to date, or the men that you're courting and trying to date. Because if someone's loses interest in something as shallow as a follower count, that speaks to their character quality, not necessarily yours. And again, I don't think that's the average person's experience.
Now, me personally,
Granted, I am a bit older. I'm 28. So maybe if you're like 16, 17, high school, 8 years, that might be a factor.
I like when somebody has a low follower count because it shows me you ain't out there like that. Because a lot of people nowadays, they like to follow so much people. That's why you see people following like 7,000 people and got like 1,000 followers because they want the status. They want 1,000 followers and they want to follow mad people. It's just like, yo, what
Everybody
do you
want
follow
to
all
be
these damn
seen.
people for? Followers be damn near 10K following and 1,000 followers. It's just ridiculous. Just to get
That's
1,000
not too
followers so they can
bad.
look like they got status. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, it's never that serious. If you meet somebody who doesn't like you because of your follower count, they wasn't for you anyway.
Facts.
Your ass was gonna go through some crazy
You wouldn't want to deal with somebody that immature in the first place, because that's what that is. That's immaturity.
character development dealing with them.
Crazy character
Simple.
development.
I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up.
They're gonna have you
Alright?
frustrated
dodged
over the
bullet.
smallest things.
You dodged the motherfucking bullet. But listen, it's getting bad because people are just so lost that they're just letting social media determine their views on people before they even know them. And then it's getting bad because now if you find somebody with a high following count, now you got to do your research on them. Like, okay,
Niggas be buying followers.
it's just
and
like now
shit.
you just be nosy. Like you be going through their following, seeing who they follow, and if they follow a whole lot of boys,
If you're scrolling through someone's following to see what kind of gender they're following, uh, that to me screams insecurity. Like, have I looked at who like my girl was following? Yeah, I have. I won't lie, but that's because she went looking through mine. She literally went looking through mine and was like, "I see you follow so and so. Who's this? Who's that? Who's this?" So me personally, I just went and clear that shit out. You feel me? It's not even worth the stress. Nope, I don't want that to be even a factor or something we're sitting here going back and forth about. I just removed that shit. And that's why I went through hers to be like, okay, if we doing this, I'm holding her to the same level or to the same degree that she's holding me to. Outside of that, if you're just like looking through your partner's following to see all who they're following, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not.
just like, okay, well, how you know them, right? And then you get into that. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all may call this overthinking. No, it's not.
It
I
is.
done seen too many cases. I done been in the case in the past too. When somebody, I'm speak from a guy's perspective again. This goes for ladies as well. All right. When somebody, let's say my girl, is following a whole bunch of niggas, but barely any girls, that is a huge red flag. Like,
That's a huge red flag. But honestly, I've never met any women that follow like way more guys than they do women. At least from what I've seen and what my experience has been.
that's a huge red flag. That needs to be questioned. And y'all may say, "Oh, that's family and all of that." 1,000 people is family. Some of them don't even follow you back, by the way.
You overthinking that, my boy.
1,000 people is family. Yeah, okay.
It's social media. A line need to be drawn. Ultimately, if somebody follow your girl and she follow somebody, is it that deep? Now, the only thing like that I would trip over is like, okay, is my girlfriend ex? Is her ex following her? Is she following him back? Is she, when he swipes up in her messages, is she hearting the messages? Is she responding? Then to me, that crosses the line of disrespect. You feel me? But like, if her ex would be following her, I'm not gonna be like, you gotta block that nigga. You feel me? It's not that deep. It's not that deep. As long as that line is drawn, as long as boundaries is drawn and people respecting boundaries, it's not that deep. It's social media.
Right? And then it's just like you always try to let it slide. But I'm trying to tell y'all something. The amount of cases that I have seen where that issue popped up and everything went downhill from there, it had to have been almost a near 100% success rate of everything going bad after that. There is no reason why you should be following that much people of the opposite gender. I just don't know, man. Y'all may disagree with me on this, but I just think that looks crazy. Like, I'm not following that many girls. You could go to my Instagram right now. I don't even follow that many people. But yo, it's just like following that many girls. Like, what is your motive for real? Especially if most of them don't follow you
Fair.
back. Like, what are you doing?
I can empathize
Right?
with
And
that. It does. It can come across thirsty. Yeah.
if I'm in a relationship with you, I'm not gonna trust you. I'm gonna look at you crazy. All right.
Should that determine your level of trust for somebody though? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Especially if it's guys that she, probably was following before she even met you. Now, do you expect that because she met you and y'all started dating, she needs to go through her following and remove every single guy she's followed over the years? What if she's had that Instagram for the last 5 years? Is it that deep?
People may call this trust issues or insecurity. You can
It
call it what
is.
you want. But nowadays, most of the times, when you make this accusation, you end up being correct most of the time. I haven't seen one situation yet where they followed too many people and then got caught of being, loyal. There was no way possible.
I don't think who you follow on Instagram or whatever social media platform is uh an accurate depiction of like who's actually loyal, because people who are disloyal, they're usually sneaky. Like, you probably wouldn't see anybody they was trying to mess with on the side anyways. You feel me? I'd rather someone be straight up. Look, I want to see who they follow, and I want to see when niggas swipe up in their messages that how they responding. Not so I can be like all upset and how dare you let a nigga message you. Niggas gonna message, bro. If you got a girl that's attractive, niggas is gonna message. Niggas is gonna follow her. Or are you gonna say she can't network? She can't make business opportunities because they're men? You feel me? Like, a line gotta be drawn. I feel, as long as she's respectful of boundaries. That's the biggest thing.
I haven't seen that situation happen yet. But it's just like, yo, we can't get so lost that we let the number of followers determine somebody's worth. They could be the chillest guy or the chillest girl on the planet, and they be getting treated like shit in real life because they don't have that many followers. Y'all,
Check your circle, man. If anybody's acting like that around you, check your circle. Yeah, I'm very introverted. I keep to myself. I don't talk to many people. But even at the times where I was the most social and the most active and out there, I never had nobody treat me any lesser than because of my follower count. It's not that deep. And again, if they are, well, they immature. Check your circle.
I need to wake the fuck up. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Seriously. What is wrong with y'all? I see people that look like they look decent in real life and they got a good personality. But because they got a little bit of followers, motherfuckers be playing in their face. Like, y'all, something is mentally wrong with y'all, for real. That for the people that do this, like, y'all really need to get some help. Because I just never got it. I just never understood it. And before I started YouTube, I ain't have that much followers either. Because I don't care to be posting my life online and trying to follow people so they can follow me back. And so I can get this certain amount of followers so I look, like I got some motion. Like, I'm trying to tell you, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Then when you see these people post, they be getting like 100 likes on their post, but they got like almost damn near 2,000 followers. Like, just stop. What are you doing this for? You just got to worry about so much things now, bro. Everything is just so toxic. Like, yo, you be scrolling on social media and then you see this couple buying this couple this, so then the person that you're dating wants you to buy them that. Whole time they didn't even want it for real, but they saw it look cute and got a lot of likes, so they want it now too.
I'm gonna assume, and I don't mean any disrespect, I'm gonna assume he look young. Black don't crack, so I can't assume, but I'm gonna assume he probably like 18, 17, 18, 19, something like that, because it sounded to me like a lot of what he describing is just like stuff that you would just deal with very immature people. And I feel like in the adult world, people just aren't like that in reality, not the average person.
And I'm not saying you're not supposed to, you definitely, I believe in, spoiling each other every once in a while. I believe in that, but it's just like, yo.
Like, if my girl was like, showed me a video of a guy getting his girlfriend a fucking ticket to Paris, and she puts the expectation on me because another man did that for his girlfriend, I'd probably laugh in her face. And I would see it as immature, I'm not gonna lie, because like, yo, that's a whole different relationship. We don't know the context of their relationship. You feel me? For all we know, she might have just caught him cheating, and that's his way of trying to make it up to her. You feel me? For all we know, they're in a very different tax bracket, so that's different for them. They can, it might be a smaller act for them. I don't know. There's so many different variables that it's like to compare that type of stuff is just, again, it's childish.
Y'all be letting social media really determine how y'all relationship goes. If something bad happened in one couple, then all of a sudden you in a bad mood, and now everything going downhill with you and your partner. Like, why do y'all let this get to y'all like this? And then y'all be posting on Instagram notes when nobody give a fuck. Yeah, I'm calling y'all out. Yeah, you watching this video probably do this. What are y'all doing? Nobody cares what you put on your notes.
I'm convinced somebody just hurt him. He do look like he was crying. I think it might just be the lighting, but I don't know. Maybe he was crying. Because I feel like a lot of what he's talking about, with all due respect, is just nonsense.
Most of the time, they only doing this to get one person attention. But it's just like, man, you just wasting your time. Like, what are you doing? I know some people that do this just to not get anybody's attention.
Some people just like doing it. I remember when I was on the game, one of my boys, like years ago, playing Call of Duty, and I started ranting because I started smoking weed in like 7th grade. So that was something that was so like normalized for me, So when I'm like 18, 19, again, this was years ago, like how many people started smoking weed and they were all recording themselves smoking weed and posting on their story. And I was just like, yo, to me, it's just like, bro, we don't care how much, like, we get it. They post every day them smoking weed. We get it. We don't care. You like your weed. You feel me? But the way he broke it down to me, shout out my boy Leon, he was like, yo, maybe they just like recording themselves smoking and posting it. Maybe that's just what they like. Doesn't have to be for anybody else. Maybe that's just what they like to do. Is there a problem with that? That opened my mind.
They just do it. Like, why? You have notes on your phone. You have a journal. And you have a notebook in real life. Like, why do you have to go to Instagram notes and put it there? I be seeing people talk about straight bullshit on Instagram notes. Like, they know nobody care. Like, come on, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Right? Like, come on. If you feel mad about what I just said, you probably one of the people that do this too. What are you talking about? you know, back in the day, bro, we used to go to the stories and post what we however we felt, but man, listen, it's just different now, and that was corny too. I ain't gonna lie,
That was
that was
so
corny too. I
corny
used to
back in
be
the
doing that,
day.
so I ain't gonna act like I wasn't. I used to be doing that too, but you just got to come to a point.
Hey, if you was one of them people that was post on Instagram, where you do the where you block the camera so it's all black, and then you go and type in front of it so people can see, and you're like, I'm so blown, I'm so pissed off, nobody text me, I'm going ghost. You was a cornball. Okay. Hey, each their own, all right?
You realize, man, this is all just a game that we playing. It's all just a game. It's not even love no more. It's just a game. It just feel like one big game. It feel like a psychology game. Like you got to play with people. You got to win the mental battle. And that's what it feels like now. It's a psychological battle. Love ain't even love no more, bro. It's just bad. Yo, it's so bad, man. It's so bad. And I don't want to make this video too long, man, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Hopefully I find my one day, all right?
You will, brother?
I don't know.
You will.
I don't want somebody who out there like that. I don't want somebody who is too known. Like, I don't know. That's just the type of girl I like. I don't like somebody who really, even if she is known, I just hope she known for the right reasons. Like, for actually being something and doing something.
Exactly. That part right there. That part right there. That part right there. If she known for doing the right things. I don't want no girl that known for OnlyFans. I don't want no girl that a master following. I'm cool with her having a following, but if her following is built off of taking pictures with the angles of those pictures are solely focused on like her body, her butt, you feel me? Like, I'm good. That's a turn off for me. I'm good. I don't want nothing to do with that. You feel me? Even when I was like even when I was like single, I would see girls like that, and yeah, I would hit them up. Not trying, yeah, for real, but it was never the date, seriously. Because I always knew the woman I dated was going to be posting stuff like that. They not out there like that. They not putting their body out there like that. You feel me?
Not known for being passed around or known for jumping around to dude and having drama with this dude and all of that. Like, I'm not trying to deal with all of that. Because that's what you got to deal with most of the time nowadays. And it's the same for the fellas too. Girls be going to fellas and they got a whole lot of drama going on. I've never been a person to just put up with it. Like, I just don't see the point. I don't feel the thrill in dealing with that. I know a lot of people feel a thrill when they deal with people like that. Because they're so bored that they need that type of dopamine in their lives to keep going. And if you're one of those people, you need to stay far away from me. 6 feet, maybe even 30.
Now you preaching.
You need to stay far away from me. That's dangerous. Those people like that are dangerous. You need to watch out for them, man. Those are the back doors, man. They'll backdoor your ass quick. Backdoor your ass for $5, bro. You need to watch them niggas, man. You need to watch them. But I'm just so sick and tired of it, man. It just feels impossible to find somebody nowadays, bro. It just feels impossible.
You young, man. You got so many years.
It feels impossible, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to travel the world, bro. I'm gonna have to be on some.
I think I'm done watching this because he mad pessimistic.
It was just much more. Things were just so much better.
See, we talking about anything else.
And then nowadays,
so much better back then. What was back then? Again, I can't assume his age. Black don't crack, but you look about 18, 19, maybe 21. Back then is what? You feel me? When you was a kid, it was different. When you was a kid, I can say that too as much as I want. We don't know. We don't. I'm sure they had their issues too. You feel me? It's always gonna be pros and cons.
These bro, girls be like, ladies, listen. Not all ladies, but some of y'all be letting this music get to y'all head. Y'all getting programs. Y'all hear this ghetto music and y'all start acting like this for real in real life off rip. All right?
Nah, I'm actually glad I didn't skip to the rest of this because this brings up a really good point. Hey, if you start talking to a girl and you see the type of shows that she like, it's like Baddies, that Drewski show, whatever else, those shows that it's just nothing but drama, and all they do is they be loud, they be ghetto, but mainly loud, always fighting, just drama, just nonstop drama. Red flag. I'll say that when my girl watched that, but like I'm not gonna lie, it's a red flag. That is a red flag. They like that drama. You feel me? Because I guarantee when you see the people that watch that type of shit, and in a weird way, it shows up in their character too, and how they show up to drama, to conflict. No shade, no shade. I'm speaking facts.
That's crazy. Y'all be acting like men out here. Some of y'all, not all of y'all, some of y'all, but I gotta call y'all out. Y'all be calling us out all the time. I gotta call some of the ladies out. Again, some of the ladies, most listen.
Glad I ain't skipped this. Now
If
it's
you're a
getting
lady watching
good.
this video, most likely you're probably not like this. But for some of the ladies that I be seeing in real life, yo, they be acting like they got more testosterone than me. Like y'all be acting crazy. And it's just like, why? I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
It should be
I
unattractive
don't
as
know.
hell.
But maybe I just look at things different. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just the odd one out, bro. That's how I feel like at times, man. I be seeing all my friends get into relationships, and then you be thinking, damn, I'm still single. But then 2 weeks later, they all broke up. And then you think they hurt, they move on like a couple days later. And it's just like, yo, they never
That's a
are
red
in
flag
one
too,
relationship
though.
for a long time. They just always bouncing around, bouncing around. And don't get me wrong, young people do this a lot, but it's just like, damn, we getting old, bro. We getting a little older, bro. Like you would think, like you'd be one couple that stay together. Nah, everything going bad, bro. Everything going bad. Everything's going bad. So I don't know, man, but hey, I'm gonna keep searching. I still believe in love. I still believe it exists. It definitely does. I'm not gonna be one of the people that, be like, oh, all girls are the same, or that's not true. All right, that's not true. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I think it's interesting. I'm gonna end the video here, but I think it's interesting how he said how so many people will essentially base how they see things off of like social media. But I think this is a prime example of somebody basing how they see things off of social media. And the reason why I say that is because someone can watch his video, and again, I don't mean any disrespect, but someone can watch his video and really think that that is reality, and that's how most girls are. And honestly, from my experience, that's just not how most women are. It's just not. Or anyone that I know, as far as I know, the women that they dated, they haven't had issues like that. As far as like the follower count, like that's childish. That's actually childish. It's shallow. That speaks to their character. But I think I do understand what he's ultimately trying to say. It's just, I'm not gonna lie, it does come across a bit pessimistic, and I think that the pessimistic energy can, I think that can actually manifest bad experiences and the wrong people into his life. I think the optimistic approach, and it sounds like he's trying to be optimistic for the most part, but I think he'll come across different women when his mindset changes. At least I would hope. Again, no disrespect. This is just my opinion as an unk. I ain't no unk. I'm 28, but y'all get my point. Okay, go touch grass. I'm not saying that to him, but I'm saying whoever watching this video, don't form an opinion of how you see women based off of any video you see on social media. Do not do that. Don't do that. That's the problem. Go touch grass. Go talk to women. Go meet women. And you'll see, like, there's a lot of good women out there. A lot of bad ones, too. Yeah. But it's some good women out there. It's some good women. Yeah.